Presumably,
recording.
yes.
Should I say my little mini game, my little side mini game I'm doing?
Yes.
Anytime I think about killing someone or I think about stealing something, I'm gonna eat a gumball. I had 15 before we started recording. Now I have 14.
Hello. Greetings.
Oh, I can't hear you, Matthew. Hold on,
There
let
was
me
no
let me let
sound.
me. Oh, never mind.
I was just, you said stuff about killing people, and I went.
Or stealing something.
Nice.
Oh,
All
that's
right.
cool.
Fancy.
What?
Lobsters.
What is that? Hold on.
Little
Oh,
PowerPoint
reaction
presentation.
Oh, you know what
cooldown.
we should do to start this off is we should watch the recap
I didn't make one
from
for this
last week.
session, but I do have the last week's one.
I didn't
Yeah,
realize we could
the
have
one
a.
for last week, so we can watch it.
I didn't realize we could do that, but that sounds awesome.
Yeah, what I mean is I didn't do one for this most recent week that we just finished, but I did it for the one before. I thought I'd combine.
My
Never mind
gosh.
then.
Sorry.
Never mind.
I got busy and I
All right.
forgot to take
Last
John's
time
notes because I didn't take good
on
notes.
That's okay.
Arthur's
That's okay.
Academy, Arthur's area of expertise.
Aarimor. It's
Wars.
Aarimor's Academy of Adventures.
Close enough. We went to the Holy Labyrinth.
What? Oh yeah, yeah. We had to go through the puzzles.
And
Yeah, you
I was so good in the puzzles. Or Owen
you
was,
guys
not
ventured
me.
through a series of puzzles that um helped keep people who weren't
Smart enough.
faithful.
Trespassers.
A part of the
Yeah, we
monastery.
got
Don't forget-
trespassers, people who weren't faithful.
Don't forget, Owen smacked
From
into a wall in his room.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You can leave that one out.
No, 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 no.
You can leave that one
You
out.
actually, he actually crashed into a wall, fell directly on his face. Clover fell on his back, and then the broom fell on his head.
And I took three damage.
yes, only because you insisted on it.
Which I
Thank
begged
you,
for, by the
goodness.
way. Which I still don't regret that.
Anyways, you went and listened to a chapel service, and then met with I forgot her name. You met with
Mistress something. No.
it was Mother something,
Mistress
honestly.
Cathilda.
Sorry, that sounds bad. That sounds bad.
And sorry, and she took you to your Twyla explained like why you were there supposedly, and
Allegedly.
she led you to the guest rooms where you guys all sat down and like you discussed your game plan a little bit and talked until she came back and led you to the mess hall, which is where you all are now.
The refectorium.
If you have above VTT up, you can see there's various spaces to sit. There are 4 people besides the abbot and the mother who catch your attention. Here are pictures of them. They just seem to stand out a little bit.
Interesting. Very interesting. Hey,
What are you guys
Joel.
gonna do?
Yeah.
Would you be a deer if you're on that VTT thing? Would you pull it up on stream or something?
I'm not on it yet.
Never mind. Sorry.
You can at least look at the pictures in chat.
Okay, gotcha.
What I miss?
Aw, they're so cute. Sorry, yes.
I like the grumpy emo looking tiefling.
Can I watch
Bro.
this too? I don't really want to respectfully want to open the thing.
It's like I'm looking at these adorable little
Actually,
people.
no, actually, I'll open it. Never mind.
Mm.
Let me close out one of my 50,000 tabs though.
Gosh, what are
1,
you, 80
2,
years old?
3,
For the
4.
sake of my life,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah,
Maybe you
10.
hit Control W to close tabs.
Yeah, like I have certain ones I want to keep open. What's the I want to keep? Never mind, 11.
You
I had
should really
15
get the
tabs.
add-on that gives you like those tree branches, so you can do it even more.
Go home.
He is home.
Go to your mom's house.
They're
Go to
not
your
actually
childhood.
over there.
Oh,
No, they're not actually over there. You might need to refresh. I don't know why it's doing that. Everyone's in the dining room. Or the mess hall, I should say.
Actually, Max,
You-
we're coming over to your mom's house. See you in 15.
so I saw you I was gone. I had to get a drink with my pretty pink cup.
Wonderful.
I got
I don't
orange
know about
cup
you,
with
but
spooky pumpkins on it.
Purple.
And what?
Ghosts and bats.
I don't think I ever had one. Oh yeah, I did have that. Okay. If I want to
I
kill
don't know about
someone, I will eat a gumball.
So
If I want to steal something, I will eat a gumball. If I want to go home, I'm gonna starve.
So for my wife's sanity, there's about 82 monks here of various rank, order, and postulation. Um, I'm not making my wife put 82
Yeah, no.
tokens on the board. So just assume that this dining hall this refectorium is packed, but the conversation is very calm, very quiet, and kept to its own isolated little rooms. Where's the ping tool?
Who's playing the piano?
There is currently nobody playing the piano.
Huh?
Matthew, you forgot to send that in the little the art thing, I think.
Oh yeah, I
Or
forgot
did-
the art thing.
There's currently nobody playing the piano, and there is a large fireplace in the other opposite corner of the room that is responsible for heating the place. Obviously, we came through. Did they go through the kitchen or did they go through the hallway?
They went through the hallway.
Okay, so obviously you went to the hallway door, and the other end leads to the kitchen, where you see other monks going back in and out, either grabbing food or taking dishes of some kind.
all
I
right.
probably should put the gun down.
Are we allowed to help them?
You are so it's kind of a serve yourself situation. The cook's already done.
No,
So
I mean
it-
like with washing dishes and stuff.
You are more than welcome to assist. It is certainly not against the rules to help. This is so cool. Bam. Bam.
That's where I'll head after we're done eating then.
So yes, this is where we get the food. Is we got to do this like a bit of a line here. We'll grab a plate and a flagon, and work our way around like essentially. Most of the food is obviously not from here. It's imported from all over the place where the order has influence. It's not. It's not luxurious food by any means. By the way, that door is 10 feet wide. It's big. It's not luxurious by any means, but it's certainly better than, like gruel and milksop.
Yeah.
It's like fish and fresh fruit and dried fruit and fresh vegetables and dried
How do you-
vegetables.
How do you think they get the food imported in there? If it's like, do they do like a teleportation spell on food,
Or
or
do they choose the spell that creates food? I don't know what food it actually creates though.
I'm assuming they just have like a cart or merchant or something that comes by every few months. Supply drop.
that they
you know?
trust enough to go through all those little trials?
I mean,
Well,
there is a third level
there's
spell to create food and water. You create 45 pounds of food.
So what Sojin could tell you quietly, because he's not supposed to know this in his current disguise form, is that there's actually boarded couriers that bring food up to these places that are warded so that they are not tested, because their faith has already been tested.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Neat.
So we don't know this in character yet until we go back into the rooms. That
Oh,
where
yes,
the food
ma'am.
comes from.
Well, Shojin like whispers it to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
There's also
His face is mostly hidden, so as long as he's not heard, you can't tell he's talking.
yeah.
Yes, and we have high perception.
So
Yes.
Big
also,
ears.
I'm still trying to figure out where's the ping tool.
The best I got is the draw tool.
Great. Okay. So this table here is full of desserts and mead and mulled wine.
There is not alcohol.
Oh,
Dang it! I hate this place.
It's
No,
apple juice.
alcohol just like isn't a thing in general.
Oh,
I know. It's apple juice.
Yeah. There
okay.
are like drunkards and stuff, but it's on like magic stuff. That's hard to get a hold of. Not
Oh no, not the crack fiends.
alcohol.
Oh my gosh.
It's called magic dust.
Not the magic
Pixie
mushrooms.
dust.
Oh my
let me
gosh.
some
Yes.
warpstone.
So
We call them dust
Oh, well.
fiends then.
it's fine.
It's
It's
kind of cool sounding.
it's good drinks. I mean, one of them
Duster.
is just a whole
Magic
bunch of
mushrooms.
strawberry lemonade, though. The monks love themselves some strawberry lemonade.
Let's take up seats over here because there's plenty of room.
Yeah, there's different places because there's different people you can interact with.
Whoa.
I'm gonna just like.
Marzette would like to sit in between the tiefling and the monk-looking guy.
Okay.
That's just me being curious and whatnot, if I may.
Yeah. I don't know where your token went because
I don't know
Oh,
either.
I
she's
don't
down
there
know,
she
here.
is.
and I
She's by
can't.
the door.
We went to go get food. Sitting here.
I'm
I'd
standing right
sit
here.
near the elf lady because I know Elfish.
Where? Okay. There we go.
I'm gonna stand ominously against the wall.
You know, that's a fair point. I'm
Right
gonna
by
look
the
at my
little
languages.
furnace?
You know Infernal.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'll sit next to the tiefling then.
Yeah.
Does
Now I
anyone talk
gotta
to the
check
dwarf
what-
man? Or is Xander gonna talk to the dwarf man?
I'm the dwarfish.
Owen's not gonna talk to anyone.
Oh yeah, true. You have a
Okay,
vow of
Mr.
silence.
Social.
I said Xander.
Oh, yeah, good point. Let's see.
Yes, good point.
I forgot about the vial silence thing.
Is Joel
Yeah.
in here?
Yes.
Joel, are you in the room with us?
Oh, I hear him.
My goodness.
He says like and subscribe.
Oh my gosh.
That would be funny if anyone watched these.
It would be. Goodness, golly, goodness. Proficiency.
Gosh.
Language. I know. Elvish, Sylvan, and telepathy in common.
Oh no! Don't use your telepathy.
Why not?
We're trying to be inconspicuous. Sojin said no
Okay,
magical
what if I
things.
did
Oh
telepathy?
yeah, true, true.
What if I get telepathy with like all the people that I know? I mean, like our
You can
group.
do it with
What
us,
if I
but
only
like,
did
don't do it with
telepathy
the
that way?
others.
Yeah.
They still would they pick up on that?
Would it even work in the anti-magic
So-
field?
True.
Yeah, so Marzette goes to try to do telepathy and just nothing happens.
A puff of
There's a-
smoke.
It's like static.
There's a-
It's
No,
just,
there nothing happens.
There's a warming presence politely telling you, stop it.
Just
Basically. Just don't.
dude, that's funny.
You're just like, my bad.
Uh,
I forgot.
I was like, okay, that was worth a shot. Let's see here.
Ooh, I really overdid it with the spices.
Chocolate milk.
Chalky milk.
Hey,
Honestly.
what's his name? What's his name? There was a ship. Joel's
Who?
character. Drat. What was it? I forgot what your name
Xander?
was.
Who?
Xander. Xander, aren't you like a halfling or a dwarf?
halfling.
I didn't want to mark that for you.
He's a
Oh,
time
sure.
wizard.
Yeah, it's a
He's an
small
elf.
person. It's a small person. Don't add that to the racism counter, please. It's like
I mean,
Take a water, please.
Most
Thank you.
species is another point, you know.
oh goodness. But yeah, I was totally thinking like, oh yeah, Xander could go like talk to the dwarf guys.
Thank
It's
you.
like maybe not, maybe not. I forgot.
Hmm. Where's my cup? Oh, no, be right. Where's my cup? I'll be right back. I gotta find my cup.
Don't tell her. I bet I stole the cup.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't stop myself. I ate 2 gumballs.
Dude,
Did you
I
actually
wasn't for.
want to do stuff, or did you just hungry?
I couldn't help myself. The gumballs were just too enticing.
They're speaking to you.
oh my gosh.
Okay, so now is a great time to try to find out information about the monastery as you sit with the different monks and people here. What
Yes.
are you doing? What do you
Doing
want to find
things
out?
that Sojin told us to do, getting information, aka things that my character
Could I
would know,
do?
but I do not.
Well, like
Can I do? Sorry.
ask them questions.
Can I do like an insight check on either the monk looking guy? Well, I say monk. It's the guy eating rice.
Okay, we got with
And
the
then the
chopsticks.
tiefling. Okay, I'm just gonna roll
Why are you
and
doing?
Dirty 20.
nat 20. Well, not nat 20. Non-nat 20. It's 12 plus
Nice.
8.
The
Insight.
Yes,
You want to play an NPC and ask them about players?
I can be the NPC and go back and forth.
What are you asking to do?
Mute.
I don't know what's going
a
on, and I don't want to be
mute.
rude.
I don't know what to ask people because I don't know what.
I was just gonna be like, hey, so how long have you been here? How's your pilgrimage going? I guess I would say journey.
How do you do, fellow monk?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Is Cassidy meant to be talking to
How
us?
do you do, fellow evil person? Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah, but like, what ends are we going to eventually ask them? Because like, I can ask them, "How's the weather? How's your day been?" Like,
No, that's
Or
fair. I think we're looking for any. Oh, well, I mean,
Yeah,
our
I'm just
end
gonna keep
goal
eating
is
your
to steal
gumballs.
artifacts. So we probably want to know, like,
Monk with rice.
guard rotations,
I
things
didn't
like
know
that.
what
I
I
don't
was
know how you
supposed
get
to
into
say.
that, other
Yeah.
than, like, hey, so
Then
what's
we'll
the
all-
tea, bestie? Like,
Oh
I
my
noticed
gosh,
those two
yes.
guarding the vault. They looked like there was something going on. You know anything
Was the
about that?
headmistress of this place around?
That's like, wait, that's like,
The mistress
oh, that
is
vault.
here.
I think this might be a bit too obvious.
So the
I could
mother
also
of the
just be
church
like,
is here.
"Hey, you look like you know something's up. What's the tea? I want to hear. I'm curious."
That's the other thing. The monks aren't necessarily going to be gossipy, though. I don't know how to work
Gossip
with
is. I
Oh my
will
gosh!
say
Did
this,
you hear about
gossip
what
is
this god did?
not a good virtue. So let me set the mood for you. A lot of these conversations are theocratical, theological, philosophical, or geopolitical in nature. A lot of them are politely debating elements of different religious philosophies and kind of talking about what they've learned, what they've thought, what they've come up with. Because
So, what do you think the essence of magic is then?
See, like, yeah, that sounds like the perfect environment for me, Brianna the human, not the character.
yeah,
What is Uri gonna do here? There's nothing to kill. There's nothing to stab. I can't steal anything.
that's true.
Onyx is gonna probably ask the tiefling what he's reading, and depending on how the answer goes, maybe prod further.
He stops and I'll put it this way. He looks annoyed, but not at you. The thick, hefty tome looks like it's actually remarkably new. And he says, philosophy.
Nice.
Neat. I love that.
Can I
He holds up he pulls up the weighty left-hand side of the book and shows you the title is Count Moriarty's 18th reproduction of the works of Questorian philosophy, volume 18.
I think Onyx is gonna be a little dumb here and be like, "Wow, that book is really well made."
Well, I'd really like to think so, but then again, the binding's already coming loose, and this book's only a year old. I didn't make it,
Ooh.
but I haven't been here that long.
Hold on. Isn't there some sort of spell that does like
Mending.
You don't want to use
I don't
magic
know,
here.
pixie things?
Yeah. Would you be good
It's
at
like-
that? What skill check would that be to try and fix it with natural means? Would that be
Good
survival?
question.
Competence check.
If it is survival, I got a +8 in it, so
Would it be medicine?
Survival skill.
It's not a survival skill necessarily, but it would fall in.
Eight.
It would kind of fall in under that category.
So it would be a wisdom
with
or
what
dexterity
we
based
have.
thing.
I would say it'd fall under
It'd be no.
It's an intelligence thing.
Could I do sleight of hand to fix it? I'm not anywhere nearby, but
I
if
would
It
you
is
flag
going
me
to be
down,
survival or sleight of hands.
do you want to flag me down?
I'll be like, "Hey, I got a companion. She likes to craft things.
So hold on,
Let me
what-
see if I can get her to do something for you."
as I said, I am deaf.
That's a D12.
Oh, sorry, that's
Terrible roll. That's only a what?
That's a D12.
Sorry.
Oh, I did it wrong.
So he said, the tiefling says, "Sure, why not?" If you've got, you're a
Oh
pilgrim,
no, I
right?
rolled so bad, guys. It's a dirty 20. And I mean that
Dude,
genuinely.
you
That
made
is
me
a
feel like
terrible
you
roll.
broke
Yeah.
Dude, you're so dumb. Sorry, man.
Assuming that works here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you flag
you're able
Zuri down
to-
and she wanders over and it's like, oh yeah, that's actually a really simple fix. Hold on, give me a second. She kind of fumbles with the supplies, but it's a fine job.
Are you a scribe or a bookbinder by trade by any chance? Says the tiefling.
No, it's just something I like to do in my pastime.
You like to bind books as a pastime?
I like to repair things and make them functional again.
Ah, that's
Like to
fair.
fix things.
Yeah, I like fixing things.
Can I have whenever
I don't
y'all
like
are
the
done.
things of the soul, you know? Sorry, that's me being, or at least attempting to be philosophical.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, guys.
Oh.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Alright, bye.
Can I go
Bye.
to like
Bye.
You were saying.
I'm trying to be as confused. If I'm gonna communicate with someone, not talk, but communicate. I want to be as confusing as possible so they don't get a good read on me.
Well, since you took a vow of silence, you can't speak.
I can do like this. Is sign language a thing? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I
Yeah.
asked that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do sign language.
Does that...
The
break
CSL
the vow?
song.
Yeah, because you are speaking, then.
It's not allowed.
Well,
Well,
it's not a
you're-
vow of no speaking, it's a vow of silence. You know, as long
Yeah,
as it
that's
doesn't make it
silence, not
Unless
that
he's doing like ham bone, where that makes an obvious noise.
I'm not. I will make sure not to make any noise with my hands.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
No one give him high fives, guys.
We
Who's
just
taking
have
a
two-
vow of
I have two
silence?
questions.
No high fives.
I like to say I have 2 questions I want to ask, but I don't have. I only have one, and it's not going to get us anywhere.
Okay, go ahead.
I go up to the person that looks can I find the easiest person to confuse?
That's
Person
gonna
that
be
looks-
kind of hard in a room of wise men. The
Dang
closest person that looks like he's confused would be the annoyed tiefling, who looks to also be the youngest person here.
Okay, I
Mhm.
go to the tiefling and sign. Are you my dad?
Why?
He returns the sign with words that I'm not going to say out loud.
Oh my gosh. Marzette looks to the tiefling as like, this is a church. Sorry.
This is
I
a
do
house
this, like
of the gods. How dare
You
you.
look-
Question: is it in a different language?
No, it's in common sign language.
and I will common sign language back. We're gonna be best friends, aren't we?
Uh,
So he looks at Marzette and says, "No, this is a refectorium. The church is a few hundred feet in that direction. Sorry."
you
You
are
get the
forgiven.
you get the feeling that he is very used to living with sarcasm. You get the feeling that in a past life this man lived and died by sarcasm.
Do you mean that
uh,
literally? Because that would be kind of funny.
I'm gonna stab you. Is that okay? No.
dude. Uh, I'm gonna speak to Tiefling real quick. Like,
I see you ping. You
may I
double
ask what
click.
your name is?
Sorry, I did. Yes. Um.
His name.
Oh yes, my name is Ignominy.
Ignominy.
Wait, yo, how
I
many?
like that.
He goes by full name here.
Fine.
Well, hold on. My full name is Ignominy, but you can call me Iggy because I don't really appreciate the full one.
Can I just say
Very
your name
well.
is adorable, and I mean that in the most affectionate way possible. Um, sorry. Hi, Iggy. I'm. I
Was that
forgot what
all
my
in
fake name
character?
was. Frick. What was my fake name?
What were you
Hold
thinking?
on. My fake name. Zamtar. Zamtar. I'm Zamtar.
I'm Dave. I'm not, I don't say that.
Well met, Xantar. What pilgrimage do you hail from? I've never seen anyone quite like that.
Well, I am under the goddess Serenity. She's my go-to gal, you know?
Now, he closes the massive tome of philosophy and leans and says, "Pardon my questioning, if you wouldn't mind, but while we do respect the worship of serenity in these halls, what brings a priestess of serenity or an acolyte of serenity all the way up here?
Psst.
Are you
You're
here to see
traveling with your
statues?
What?
friends. You're being your moral support.
He
Pretty
asked
much, yeah.
he asked something very important. Are you here to see the statues?
What statues?
At the top of the peak, the summit. You haven't been yet.
No, this is my first time.
Yeah. Um, listen. Let me give you some beginner's advice. When you go up there, try not to look into their eyes.
Oh, okay.
Just
Have you been there yourself?
yep. It's ever since I joined this cloister, I had to go up to the top and spend a night in the chapel on this up on top, and that was probably the most miserable night of my life.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, Iggy.
Yeah,
Sorry I call you that, of course.
you're fine. I prefer that over my full name. Uh, they want me to go by my full name here because they believe it's a greater form of penance, but I don't quite understand it yet. You know what the word means, right?
Yeah. No. Or could I do like a history check to see if it means any significance to me?
That would. Um, that would probably just be a straight intelligence check. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, straight intelligence. Let's hope I got big brain. I got +2 intelligence. 15.
The
Not
biggest
bad,
of
not
brain.
bad.
Yeah.
No man, it can be
You do
bigger.
know what it means. Give me a. Oh no!
The
It
depression
means, oh
one.
no!
Hold on. I have to. I have to
Penance?
pull it
Are we
up.
just talking about the word in general, or is there?
Yeah, the
I'm
word. This is what
guessing
the
it's
word means.
something like how. Is it something like how
Is it?
Ojibwe are usually called Chippewa, even though Chippewa means mud eater, and you should
Isn't
they would prefer to be called
isn't
their actual name?
isn't penance like making up for something, like
It
a wrong you've
means
done?
public shame or disgrace.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
That's
so
ignominy.
yeah,
Oh,
Public
That
shame
yeah.
and
checks.
disgrace.
Okay.
mean.
I
I
see what you
mainly
mean.
my main reference was fiery skull dude from Marvel. I forgot what his name was.
Ghost Rider?
Yeah, the his penance there. That's what I was kind of making me think of.
Where
Yes, no. In this
this
particular
guy?
case,
Yes.
the mother or the head mother and the abbot both believe that his particular name is some form of divine irony.
Oh.
which he doesn't get.
Ouch.
Is
That's
it
just mean.
That's sad.
is it something that
That's
we would get because
sad.
it's like if it, from another language, like say Infernal?
He says, "Look at me. I'm a tiefling, and by my name, I can already pretty much guarantee you I was not born of a loving couple."
Hmm.
I hear you there, buddy.
Can I give him a
Hmm.
hug?
He looks at you and said, "Well, I didn't take you for a devil spawn, but you look mighty fine for one."
Can
It doesn't
I?
necessarily-
Uh,
it definitely doesn't
How
necessarily have to
close
be
is
between,
Onyx
like,
to me?
a demon and like.
You're across the table. It looks like.
Doesn't necessarily have to be
Oh,
like
frick! I forgot to
loving
move. Hold
couple.
on.
I'm sorry, what? No, hold on. Pump the brakes. It doesn't have to
No.
be a devil.
For instance, in
Where's
Critical Role, Percy is a human fighter and he marries Vexalia,
where's
who's
like
a half elf.
the
And they
tiefling
have a daughter
guy
who's a
up
tiefling.
here?
Yeah, you just have to
yeah.
have like made a deal with the devil or had a tiefling in your bloodline. It doesn't have to be a direct bloodline.
Yeah.
So it's a
I'm
mutant.
confused.
Fascinating.
Yeah,
Or
it's like
it's a
albinism.
curse.
I was about to say,
So, I mean, it can still be true for Iggy, but I'm just saying that doesn't necessarily mean it has to be.
good to know. I didn't know that.
People can
Anyway.
often be turned into tieflings too if they break a deal. In some
We'll
cases,
go
I've
with
heard.
that. We'll go with that. The funny thing is he got the name before the look.
Hmm.
Dang.
Okay.
So it sounds like he was born a tiefling then.
Yeah, that is a
Well, it looks
tiefling
like it
name.
too.
Yeah.
Iggy,
Yeah.
may I give you a hug?
I'm good. I don't really do personal contact thanks to my past life.
I'm sorry, man. If you ever want to talk about it, I'm right here.
I'm
So,
good. The initial grilling on my past life when I joined the cloister was good enough. All you need to know is that I wasn't a fantastic example of sentient life not too long ago, and decided that there was better things for my mind to occupy themselves with, so I came here. And so far, it has been a frustrating and delightful use of my time.
Psst,
I
Jacob.
take it that's sarcasm.
No, he's being deathly serious in this. Is that it's been a frustrating and delightful use of his time.
Oh.
Jacob,
Okay.
Yeah.
are candied oranges and such fruits like probably kind of hard to come by here?
Yes. Yes, they are.
Would he appreciate it if I shared some of my rations? I just slide him a pouch.
Can I just real quickly ask out of character? Why are we being so nice and so close to this one guy?
I don't know. It's probably because we struck up a conversation and everyone else joined in.
I don't
He's
know.
angsty and sad looking. We have to fix him.
I say we, I mean you guys.
Dude.
Well, I started talking before we talked to anyone else, or at least me and
So-
Brenda did.
I just wanted to help fix his book.
Yeah.
And now I'm just
When-
kind of listening to his
I
life story.
mean-
He can choose between. Jacob, do you think tieflings would be more. Their palates would be more suited towards apples or oranges?
I'd say oranges for
Okay,
acid.
she slides him a pouch of a couple slices of candied oranges. She doesn't say anything. It just kind of like appears next to him. And she
Penis for
walks
random
back to the table with the elf.
Okay.
Dude.
All right. He'll sweep those into a robe pocket that he's sewn on the inside himself, and says, "Well, you're welcome to sit by me for dinner. It looks like we're having ham steaks for the fourth night in a row, but that's all right. It looks like they've changed up the vegetables."
Yeah, that sounds fun.
I will say-
do you like cooking at all?
Oh, I mean, I'm not really good at it. I mainly do dishwashing because my talents when it comes to making sure that meat's properly cooked is not great. My hands my hands were built to open books and
Baba.
shape meat, not cook it.
Yeah, I get that. Well, if anything, I like cooking. And if there's ever anything you really want to eat, or you ever want some to switch things up and the taste and stuff, I'm more than happy to be of service.
He stops and says, Are you this nice to everyone?
I try to be.
And you're an acolyte of serenity, right?
Yes, sir.
You're an odd duck, and I want to say that that is a compliment. Most acolytes of serenity I meet are pretty dour faced and lifeless when it comes to joviality.
Well, it doesn't make any sense. It's all about peace. And peace goes inside with happiness. And to be happy, you have to be cheerful. And so you have to have a positive outlook to be peaceful, don't you think?
I don't know. I mean, if that's the case, then I think you're doing it better than anyone I've run into because most of the time I hear the definition of peace is peace and quiet. And, well, not that I completely agree with that interpretation.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate it nonetheless.
Yeah.
I know you're asking me about what my patron is and whatnot. May I ask who you serve?
Um, well, I mean, I'm a monk of the order, so I guess Queen Layla. Look, I haven't really even been here for a full year, so
Yeah.
I'm still picking this up. All right, some of these monks have been here basically their entire lives, and they've got this down pat. I'm still trying to make sure that I go to bed and get up at the right time some days.
Yeah.
Where's? I have a question.
Yeah,
I'm still sitting across from them. Where is Soshin?
here.
Oh, okay, there he is. Can I just like try to as sneakily as possible directly towards him to like the thing like basically tell him uh order. Remember the order. Not actually like the sign language.
Yeah, but aren't we in like a order building or whatever where everyone is basically gonna be
Are
part of
we?
the order?
Yeah.
Ocean Trust.
Oh shoot, never mind.
All of them. They're all members of the Order of the Torchlight. That's how you get in there.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
but
I don't think I was paying attention then.
You definitely
I,
weren't.
I keep my hands shut.
I keep my
Bro.
hands shut.
I just
So, just to quickly circle back to Surrey here. You sit next to the elf. You said.
Yeah, I can speak Elvish, so I thought may as well.
Upon your sitting down, she says, "That was a mighty kind thing of you to help the new initiate fix his book.
Well, of course. Why wouldn't I help?
You have a kind soul. Welcome to our enclave.
Why, thank you.
You're a Tabaxi, yes?"
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, I'm staring at your character avatar and the sunglasses are throwing me. I've never really stared at your avatar.
The ongoing joke is that no one has mentioned her aviators. They are there in universe. No one has said a thing, and no one ever will.
I'm gonna stare at literally anything else because I'm trying to imagine a sheet with aviators down. I'm like, I need to focus.
She is
Anyway.
disguised as a gray cat, so she doesn't technically have any of her markings visible.
Okay. You're a Tabaxi, are you not?
Yes, ma'am.
What's her name?
Il Iola?
onion,
Lyra?
Eel?
Oh, yes.
Illyra. Thank you.
onion.
My name is Illyra, and what is yours?
Let's see. She'll go
Coughing
by.
is not in character.
Let's see. Hold on. I'm going through the different suffix meanings real quick.
Take your time.
Hold on. I'm so sorry. I think she would have this figured out beforehand, but
Oh, yeah, for
I, the
sure.
human, didn't do this.
No,
And
get
I'm
you.
realizing I get to pull up Tagara again to make a stupid sounding name. And I'm not passing up on that opportunity, so.
Make your name onion, but like spelled differently.
No.
Onwin.
I'll win.
That's my name. Onwin.
Your new nickname is Onion, I hope you know that.
Yes.
Ah,
God.
dang
What
it.
am I doing? UESP.
Onion, where are you? Onion, Soshin, Onion ran away. Who the heck is Onion?
Onion! Sorry.
Is a
I'm
collage.
not responding to that name.
How do you spell cigar?
No idea.
I know.
Okay, well, while that's happening, I want to go sit by the big burly dwarf-looking dude. I don't know if he's a dwarf, but
He is
the big
not-
burly guy
What?
in the corner.
Yes, he is.
He is a dwarf.
He is a dwarf.
He does not
Yeah.
look it.
He is a dwarf.
All right. So
What does he look like to you, Jacob?
I mean, he looks like a really big human.
Nope, he's a dwarf.
I've met a dude who looks like that.
Oh, I'm sure you have.
Bro.
I'm gonna grab the onion, and move him there.
I'm already. Oh, okay.
Hold that
I-
thought. Let's go back to the elf real quick.
You're moving
Ready?
who?
You ready, Zuri?
Yes.
Okay. My name is Illyra. What's yours?
Oh, I didn't realize that's what you were asking.
Are you not ready? That's fine.
I don't know how to spell this. It's okay.
You want me to cut to onion the odd here?
No, it's okay. We'll go with Varma.
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 I'm not entirely familiar with that name, but then again, I haven't left this cloister in a long time.
It means child of life. Fitting for a follower of Zaiwi, no?
She nods. Very accurate name. Was this a given name or a taken name?
It was taken after I joined Zaiwi.
Many who would take such a name usually do so to step away from a previous life. Is that the case?
I didn't come from a very noble background, but I
Crap,
like to
she's a
think I made
psychologist.
a new life for myself.
Noble one at that. A noble aspiration to become more than oneself.
I
Are
think.
you here to stay or are you passing through?
I'm passing through with my companions on our journey through various different holy sites. We're all on our journey for
I
different
love-
reasons, but we found
Oh my God.
fellowship together.
I love the
I love-
truth beneath the lie.
We have traveled to various holy sites.
Dude.
I think
it's
Babazir is
really good.
talking. I think Babazir is talking to a psychologist.
I was going to say, the best kind of lie is the lie where there's actually truth inside of it.
That's how you keep them straight.
Oh,
The best kind of lie is no
You don't
lie
like gay
at
lies,
all.
guys.
Tell the truth. Tell the
oh
truth.
my
girl.
gosh.
Not here though.
Um,
Not here.
It's like I thought I could be hippie, but no, Brie, you always like knock it out of the park.
Girl, if I had to describe myself in terms of aesthetics, it would be some horrible cross fusion between gothic, like traditional gothic, and hippie. Actually,
I
when you
love
look at my
that, though.
parents,
So
that makes
Discord?
perfect sense, but like,
It
I'm realizing
does.
I'm realizing now that was not Discord.
No, you just said be right back in the game logs.
Dude.
he's
Be right
finished.
back. All right then. That is fun.
Oh, what was
Sorry,
her name
where were
again?
we?
Out of character.
Lyra?
Illyra.
Elira.
Alira. I don't know how to
Alira.
say it, but I spelled it.
Illyra.
It is in the chat,
Yes.
not in the Discord chat.
Oh, it
is in the
is.
Discord
Yeah.
chat. Yes.
That's how. That's where I
Dawn
got it.
Shade. Ooh, that's
As
very fun.
each character gets introduced, I will put their name back down there.
Can I ask if she knows what her name means, out of curiosity?
Would she know that? Give me 1 second.
Hence,
Not everyone knows. That's okay.
Not the right spelling. It's the wrong one. Hold on. Scroll down. That is funny. I'm sorry. I thought that meant that I'm not sure.
Wait.
Pardon me.
She knows vaguely that it has something to do with magic,
Thank you.
but it's a Sylvan name and
I know Sylvan.
just rare.
I know
I think
Wait,
it's
would
Sylvan.
a.
I know?
Do you know Sylvan?
Or cook.
Isn't that what the Elvish?
No.
Oh, it's not.
Sylvan is like beast folk.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Common,
I
Draconic,
know
Elvish. Oh,
Sylvan.
I do know Infernal. Thieves can't.
Hmm.
Anyways, well, tell her that it's a beautiful name regardless. And I'll ask her if she's staying here permanently or if she's also just passing through on a greater journey.
Well, the greatest journey brought me here, and I've stayed here for 83 years.
Gosh,
Oh, wow, you must have seen quite a lot happen here then.
The nightmare killed my family.
that's valid. Okay, dang.
Casual trauma dump. Jeez, that was just
Look, she's had nearly a century to get over it. She's at peace with it at this point.
okay.
Oh, so she's from the
Jeez.
original bout of that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Ask her if she knew Bulak Kravan.
it's why she joined the order in the first place. Is that they were dedicated to combating the remnants of the nightmare and ensuring that it would never return.
That's
Well, that's a very
valid.
noble
Nice.
cause. Many lives have been thrown into disarray from that horrible beast.
The ink need blast. I was nothing. I got nothing.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Casual
was gonna say
seizure
it's like-
moment. It's okay. It'd be like that.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say something like, we have all fought the inky blackness of the dreaded nightmare and his terrible troops. It's like trying to be poetic and junk. It's like, nah, I got nothing.
If
I'm
you
sorry,
do
but
you
when you
do
say
that?
that, I'm envisioning Marzette just kind of going like that 1,000-yard stare, kind of staring at the corner, just
We have
limp,
all
like
fought the
we've all fought
darkness.
the inky black at one point or another.
Oh no, that is exactly like literally as I'm saying this, I am like doing a stare just off in the distance, just saying that junk is like straight up.
Lyra gives this like, okay, a little off put by that, but not the weirdest thing she's ever seen.
Did Marzette move closer? Or is she speaking from across the table and
She's
onto another
speaking it from
table?
across the tables. I'm making the executive decision to increase the awkwardness.
She just paused mid like jovial conversation and just the darkness
We have all
overtakes
fought the
all.
inky blackness.
Can
Straight
I
up.
talk? Can I talk to my dwarf man?
Then she's
Yeah.
like, anyways, so when does the party get started?
We're gonna head to Onion the Odd talking to the Mr. Big Dwarf Man.
Who's talking to the dwarf? I'm talking.
Onion.
Who's Onion the Odd? I've never heard of that name.
You're Onion, you small little multi-layered vegetable.
I'll play into your little joke. Okay. I sit down and look at him.
He is
Like an
very,
onion does.
He's very.
Good going, Joel. You're gonna kill my husband.
But like
Yeah.
my eyes and mouth are covered, so I'm just sitting there. My head is clearly looking at him.
Okay. He is very heartily consuming what looks to be a bowl of grits. He has already eaten the ham steak and most of the vegetables are done with. He is yet to touch his whole juice.
Is apple juice.
Then it'd be honey juice.
Whatever.
Apple honey juice.
He does not seem to pay you a lick of attention.
Is he just like not even looking at me?
If he's seen your presence or made note of your presence, he has failed to acknowledge it spectacularly. He is just devouring these grits like it's the last meal he will ever eat.
I like kind of like tap on the table, but like really hard. It's like
Sorry, sorry. Did I get something on you?
Max.
Can't speak.
I don't know what to say. I just kind of came over here.
He's looking at you, dead set in your eyes, with this haunted stare.
Oh my gosh.
He looks at you and says, "I guess I'm hearing things." And he goes back to eating his grits.
Oh boy.
I'm so
So
tempted to like I'm so tempted to whisper, "Son." I'm so
No. Eat a gumball.
That
Eat-
broken just for
It's a
a
One
day.
more
gumball.
gumball.
tempted.
Eat the gumball and don't break your vow of silence.
I already ate all my gumball.
Dang.
I
Well,
already ate
that
them.
lasted all of 2 seconds.
Start coughing them up.
There's a gumball machine upstairs. I can go get some more.
Yeah.
See, Max, I think you realize.
5 minutes.
He's gone. All right.
Nope.
Yeah, I think what Max failed to realize is that he has to keep up the gig of the vow of silence, which means he can't converse with people.
Counterpoint.
Yep.
This isn't the worst thing at a critical moment like this, you
Yeah.
know?
It's true.
Honestly, it is pretty good
We'll
for us.
zoom over to.
Also, it's funny.
Is Yuri
so-
doing anything? Hey Jenna, is Yuri doing anything, or is she just being the small halfling eating the large plate of food compared to her?
That is the second option.
Okay.
She's eating an entire ham leg, like
The size
it's
of her
like-
head.
Yeah,
Okay, we'll go back to the
she's
tiefling
eating her
topic.
body weight in food.
Is it,
Uh,
Joel,
Well, unless Joel wants to do
just say,
something.
Joel, do you have anyone in mind you want to talk to, or are you just kind of getting a read of the room?
Just a read of the room or something.
How do I put it this way? Joel, you get a very unnerving feeling like something is watching you. It's in the walls. Something in the walls
It's
is
Max.
watching you. It's not Max. It's
Okay, I've restocked my
well,
gumballs.
Okay, well, no, Joel,
Okay.
you feel like there is something in the wall watching you, and every time you look to the wall you feel it's in, it moves to another wall.
Me? Or what?
No, that's
Xander.
Xander.
Oh,
Question.
okay. That's not creepy at
Question.
all.
So there's a
I'm
big
not gonna-
spell here. There's multiple there's some kind of spell thing that prevents us from using magic because it detects magic and alarms will go off or something, right? That's what
It
we
just-
know.
It prevents you from doing magic.
So
I cast
I couldn't
Eldritch
even-
Blast.
I couldn't even use detect magic.
Correct.
Interesting.
It is the
It's
most
all about
vulnerable
skill at
you
this
have-
point.
It is the most vulnerable you have felt in a long time, and now something is watching you.
I tapped on the table again.
Is there a
Stop.
spell
Max,
for
I'm throwing an
walking
orange
through
at your head.
walls?
No.
What kind of spell would it be? A spell or would it be? A
Are you
creature?
actually?
You'll note that I said Max and not Owen. I'm
Oh,
breaking
okay, never
into
mind.
your
Never-
house with T minus 15 minutes and pelting you with oranges.
How'd you get here? Go away!
So you have heard of spells that allow walking through walls, but not giving you a sense of primordial dread while instantly teleporting to the wall immediately behind your head. That's a bit specific.
Gosh.
So it sounds more like that makes it sound more like the work of a creature, you know. Because a magic spell, that would be a series of different magic spells that someone would do. But a creature who just has magical properties, that would make more sense for. But why would the monks
Do we
allow
still have our
a
pets?
creature in the walls?
Your pets are being kept in the guest room.
No, Clover is coming with me.
Allow you to take them to the refectory.
Fine.
Rat. I was kind of hoping I
You
could
will
get
be
little
cared
Winnie with
for.
me.
I made the closest thing to a palace out of the pillows that are in there, and put Clover in it.
Anyway.
I left mine with some. Well, let's see what I have in my inventory.
I'll give you this, Xander. You see that it doesn't seem like anyone else is bothered by this. And then we'll cut back to the man trying to do a vow of silence, trying to talk to someone. So you tap
Quite
the table
funny.
again.
I
And he
tap on the.
Can
he
I
looks
like?
up and says, "Go ahead."
I was about to say, can I? Do I notice him tapping on the table and breaking his vow a little bit, or no?
I didn't
Not
break my vow.
really. There's like an entire table of
You were
people
making
that-
noise.
I'd say that'd be a perception check, wouldn't it?
Hey, what's in the top right corner?
I
Perception at disadvantage because you're not actively looking for this.
got it.
So in the top right corner, right here, Joel, is that what you're on about?
Yeah.
That's a 21 with disadvantage.
Roaring fire.
Dang.
That is what's
It was
heating
almost
this
a
room.
30.
No.
Fire and
Right?
11 and
piano.
13. I have a +1.
Somehow,
29.
you have been keeping an eye on him because this is Owen, and even though you haven't known him nearly as long as you've known the rest of the group, you know he's going to mess Cheese up. So
He's going to commit a blood.
Give me a chance, why don't you? I have not messed anything up yet. I turn and speak. I don't. No, I'm joking. No.
Listen, Onion Man. This is like the time of all times to not mess anything up.
I won't mess anything up.
Said the man who will end up messing something up with a
Okay.
It can't be a mimic. Lavio taught us all about mimics, and mimics don't move through walls; they become furniture. So,
I imagine that Xander is just mad that most of the things he remembers come from Ravio's class
Yeah, it's just like
because Ravio's really good at getting people to remember things. And it makes Xander so mad because he was the
It's just
worst
like-
teacher in Xander's opinion.
there's so many
Dude.
better teachers, right? But like Lavio's stuff just like sticks in your head, because otherwise he has a sword poke you until you remember, until you can repeat it.
Oh
for him,
my
you know?
gosh.
A little
But,
bit of
like-
a little bit of student abuse.
Marzette would have hated his class.
No, I feel like Marzette would have actually loved his class because of how chaotic it is.
Okay,
For sure.
I would like to communicate by not speaking with the dwarf man.
So you're trying to? Are you
Hold
using CSL again?
What?
ASL,
Are you
American
using
Sign Language.
common sign language?
Yes, I'm gonna use that 1 second. I put stuff in the air fryer. It's beeping now.
Roll
Be
me
right
a
back.
d4.
Axe. Get it together.
Pyramid.
Hey, I want to talk
Bam.
to.
Okay, he does
Old
happen to know CSL.
Has someone talked to the old monk guy yet?
No.
Not yet.
No.
I was sitting
I'm
right
gonna
by
talk
him,
to the old
so
monk guy.
Okay. So
I'm like, okay, yeah, it's right there. Okay. Do you know when this whole place was built? It's like honestly, like it seems it must have been around for quite a while.
he stops, and with a very demure look of almost nobility and grace, he stops and sets down his utensils and says,
I've returned.
"Well, yeah, this is the third time.
Max has to wait. You are
Yeah,
doing Joel right
no,
now.
No, wait. All right. So yes, this enclave has been around for quite some time, young man. Are you the perhaps son of an architect?"
Well, I've seen large buildings like this. I once spent some time near the capital, near Caliph, but I don't I've seen some other holy sites, but I've never spent a lot of time in it and seen like weathered stones like this. It's just like it's something you can appreciate. Staying in one place for such a long time, never moving.
He nods. There is wisdom in stillness and in action in the equal parts correct time.
Einstein said what?
This is in character and out of character, going over Marzette and Olivia's head. That's fine. So he says, "This place has been here for quite some time. It was initially a temple to Queen Layla, and before that, a temple to the sun. In fact, the monastery itself has been added on to roughly 6 times, if I remember correctly.
The Holy Labyrinth.
Okay, so I don't know if I asked the same question or not. What would make it the room we're in now? Would that be like?
Hold on, I have to look at my own map.
I'm like, so
The
I'm trying
man
to figure
is
out which part is the monastery. Which part like? So there's the
What
originally
qualifies
temple,
as
and then there's
the
a monastery.
monastery?
What?
Sorry, I was just trying to clarify what you were saying, but continue.
Yeah. So which parts of the monastery? Which parts of the chapel? Because I think in character I should understand part of this, but I'm like, I.
This used to be part of the old temple to the sun. It has undergone significant renovation at no spared expense, thanks to the Order of the Torchlight. The well, I wasn't here for that, but from what I've been told and what I've read, the particular state of this room among the scriptorum and the kitchen were ghastly.
Well, what?
The conditions of this room were not great, and this is much better than what it was. Is what I'm on about.
Renovation, you can do a lot, like just add changing up a few things. Yeah, we can change the whole vibe of a room.
Yes, it can change the vibrations. It was much more sonorous and resonant than the limestone. It was very echoey here, at least with what I've been told.
Indeed, indeed.
Now tell me, young man, I don't believe I've been acquainted with you. Are you one of the pilgrims?
Yeah, we've been visiting numerous holy sites, and one of he's kind of almost our leader or something. Like he knows a lot. He's done more traveling than some of us have, and he suggests we stay here for a bit. So
Who is your leader?
Can we add a character? Get a
yeah, hold on.
recap
What
on
is
what
his name?
Sojin's fake name is.
Adelmo. Adelmo.
Hold on, we
So
can look
let me
through it
give
real
you a bit
quick.
of a warning here. Adelmo is not your leader. That would be Twyla, because Adelmo is a penitent heretic.
Oh yeah.
He is not leading you
Yeah.
here. He's
Yeah. No.
actually kind of sort of enslaved.
Yeah. All right. So
What about
Pamela.
Camille?
Pamela. Yeah.
Pamail, yeah. Twyla, I mean Pamail. Twylail, what? No, so Pamail, he leans back. Oh, daughter of passion. What a noble journey that she's taken you on. What an interesting place. I remember my first pilgrimage so long ago. That was before I ended up staying here. Where do you think your journey will take you, young man?
All over, I guess. There's a lot of the world we haven't seen. And I don't know. I feel. I think our group kind of feels we need to go to a lot of different places. See what's there, and uh, try to get something out of everywhere we go.
An interesting way to look at it, but allow me to enlighten you to another perspective you might not have considered. It brings us in the monastery much hope and much inspiration to see the faith and devotion of such pilgrims as you to travel these dangerous paths at this odd time. To have you among us is an honor, and we do appreciate that you came all this way to see us. Perhaps your divine mission to go and see is to inspire many others of the devout and perhaps of the faithless. Something for you to consider on the road,
Yeah.
perhaps.
Did this monk ask me as under his name?
No, but he did ask what you were doing. But he will head to asking what made you a pilgrim.
Okay, no one's asked this monk's names, have you?
No,
No, it's like
he's not super keen on introducing himself. There's a tempo with this conversation he's going with.
so he's like I know I'm sitting right by him, so it's just like he's asking about why Xander chose to be a pilgrim?
Yeah. What
Yeah.
brought Xander to the humble life of a
Well,
pilgrim?
I guess you could say, I wasn't satisfied with my life how it was, and I was dreaming of something more. Uh, and
By the way, I'd like to mention, as you're talking, the feeling of being watched just disappears.
um, yeah, but I was feeling of something. That was
Does
it.
something trouble you, young man?
No, no, no. I should
Can
say,
I go and speak up?
something, such for something more. Kind of a quest of sorts. Lila set me out on this that felt like I needed to go out and do something, learn
So
What my
something.
you were given the quest to become a pilgrim. That is unusual. Most of the time, I hear stories of young men such as yourself going on quests to slay dragons or brave dangerous lands, but to become a pilgrim. Who gave you, bestowed this quest upon you?
Your dad.
Your mom.
Dude, that does give off that vibe. Oh my gosh.
Well, no, you could spin it like that, though. You could be like, well, my parents felt that I was too out of touch with the worldly people,
Yeah, but
and I
yeah,
needed
they
to
thought
learn
I was.
humility.
Yes, yes. You see, they named me my name, of course, after the Lavio. Because he saved Queen Layla 100 years ago and stuff. So they're like, let's name a son after the legendary Lavio. And yeah, they felt I was getting too big of a head, you could say. And I've certainly learned to expand my horizons and learn that, I can't do everything by myself, without falling unconscious. I mean, falling behind.
No, he means falling unconscious. Let's just say Serenity has healed him one too many times. Kidding.
Falling behind my peers,
He nods and says, while Ravio does exhibit the heroic virtue of courage, I do believe, by understanding the stories of his tales, that he does seem to lack a particular awareness of self. He seems to lack an element of humility or piety. He's a flawed character in that sense.
But aren't we all?
Indeed.
I have no flaws.
He just signed that over the corner.
Oh my gosh,
Just
shut up.
no flaws.
No.
I'm not gonna ever respond to Onion.
But you just did.
Listen, man, I
Onion?
don't have to shut up. I'm not the one who took a vow of silence.
Nice.
Anyway, so I will take a quick break. Max, I swear to God, if you get up, you will not get to talk to this dwarf again. So sit down.
What was that, Mom?
My goodness.
Max, we could finally try to talk to this. Onyx has come over quite rapidly, might I add, and sat down to the immediate left. And the dwarf looks to the left and said, "Oh, are you two the part of the pilgrims?
Yes, we are.
What's his deal?"
He took an oath of silence, but as you can see, he can still be quite rowdy, even taking his oath of silence.
I like.
Quite a rowdy table temper right there. I thought I spilled something on him.
No, he's just that way.
Chronic table temper. Got it.
I wanna. I wanna do like little sign languages. An insult at Onyx. Just any the most insulting thing I can come up with.
That's particularly.
You should roll
Your
for
mother
it. You should
spells
roll
yeah.
for how good of an
very-
insult you do.
How good an
Yeah.
insult do I have?
Persuasion or performance. Do performance.
Performance.
Dude, you could do like a classic Holy Grail kind of thing. It's like your mother smells of elderberries. It's like
Oh my god.
No, on a scale of you do head meanie to your parents never loved you. How good of an
Nat
insult?
20.
Dang.
No.
So the dwarf is shocked.
Oh, hold on. So you insult him. I My real question is, do you realize what you're saying or not? You
I think I
insult
just gotta move my
Onyx.
hands and then point at him.
So it's so funny because Owen doesn't even realize what he's saying, but Owen basically tells Onyx is like, you're a fake who no one really knows. How dare you try to do you try to be authentic anywhere?
The dwarf gets the fright this for how unreal this is, and he asks, "I see why he's on pilgrimage. He's got one heck of a mouth."
Indeed, Onyx says,
I'm not,
paling at the his
I'm not.
wonderment.
I signed him hands. You mean?
He says, "Quiet, table tapper."
Oh my gosh.
So he looks over at Onyx and says,
26 psychic damage.
"See why he's on pilgrimage. So what about you?"
I'm a new follower of our Rillex. Out of character, I said that properly in character.
Yeah, of course.
And
Understood.
Max, I rolled for
Like-
you. You take 3 points of psychic damage.
Dude.
So he says, the Lightbringer. We do have a shrine to him here. This is a primary temple, or place of worship for him. Welcome.
Thank
The
you.
name is Joran, Brother Joran.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Brother Joran. Say, what brings you here? Are you a temporary or permanent residence here?
You get that haunted stare that, you of all people are quite familiar with that haunted stare in the mirror kind of thing of someone who has been through a lot in a very short period of time.
Hmm.
I don't know. I came here because there's nowhere else for me to go. And I'll probably stay here for at least a while.
Makes sense. After all, one must find residence where one can and find peace where one will.
He nods. Yeah. My mother and the church and the abbot were kind enough to let me stay here, and, well, might as well put my hand to the scribe pen. And well, it is an awfully boring life sometimes. It's a peaceful kind of boring that you don't complain about once you understand what you're missing out on.
Understandable. Dost thou write holy scribing, or do you do more magical?
But whatever book they put in front of me, albeit I'm not too aptitude with the magical inclination, if you're asking me.
Fair enough. Each has their own talents. And I'm glad you seem to have found your happiness. At least
There's
peace.
there's no happiness, brother. There is peace, though.
I pray that you find your happiness.
He nods and says, likewise, to a
Thank you.
good pilgrimage to you. Good health.
I give a nod
Poor
and
Dave.
whatnot.
All right, table tapper, what did you want from me?
I. Oh, I
You get
I'm
a sign
like,
you wanted? Because he
What?
can understand your sign language.
I wanted to know what you're eating. I don't. I'm gonna just say the things I'm saying, but like.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
say it.
yeah.
Yeah.
We understand.
Just wondering where you eating there. Be getting really into it.
Oh, it's just the normal meal that they give us, and I'm grateful for it. It's better than field rations.
That seems like he was a warrior then.
It does seem like that,
I
doesn't
ha-
it?
Don't be
Can I do an
ridiculous.
insight to see if he was?
Yeah, go ahead, roll.
Sorry, like that was my hint to Max to go and say, field rations. Gee, what
15.
wars were you in? It's like,
Can I roll insight to see if he
15?
actually likes the food? My priorities are not there.
Yes, you can roll insight. For a 15, it does seem like he was in a war of some sort.
The hands that clasp the humble spoon and wooden bowl would look more fit bringing the haft of an axe or a polearm, and you see the thick calluses of one who has swung a hafted weapon much. He
Okay.
doesn't have the soft hands of a monk, or well, he doesn't have the soft hands of a scribe.
You got soft hands, brother. I work 85 hours a day. I need to clip that and send that to you all because it's been playing nonstop in my head for the past 3 days.
Yeah.
Who's it from?
Russian badge.
Oh.
Car hard on, but you never worked a day in your life, brother.
Is that
Bro.
I'll put it this way, out of everyone in the room, he definitely stands out for the fact that his vestments, while simple, are certainly not religious in nature. You feel like it's more of an outfit that was intentionally stripped down to neutrality, not necessarily made this way.
I'd like to ask if I can have his pudding.
He looks, and then I know he looks at it, and then you, and then it says charity and whatnot, and pushes it forward. Is it the bread kind of pudding or like the liquid kind of pudding?
I don't know.
I'd imagine bread pudding.
We're gonna say it's the bread kind of pudding.
Liver.
Oh no.
You ever had the bread kind of pudding? It's fascinating.
Do I enjoy it?
Roll a Constitution check.
Oh my god!
16.
Yeah, it's pretty good actually.
It's very savory. There's many good spices in it, like allspice, cardamom, nutmeg, cinnamon. It's kind of bitter. It's a little sweet. You feel like it's not a food you're supposed to, rapaciously enjoy. This is for sustenance and a little bit of herbal nutrition. This is not something you eat for the heck of it. It's something you eat because it's there and it's filling.
So I enjoy it, right?
Yeah, you enjoy it.
more than I probably should.
Yes, exactly.
Can I roll to see how fast I can down this thing
Constitution check.
No.
without actually taking it off the table?
No.
Slanting into it.
15.
You eat it. It startles the dwarf a bit how fast you eat it. Onyx is not phased, but the dwarf is a little startled.
Can I take my time and take the proper etiquette to eat things?
By all means.
Oh my gosh, do you manage to find like the specific? You know how there's like really rich fancy people have specific forks for like salad and fish. Do you manage to find the correct silverware to eat this with even?
Probably not, but if I
pudding
really
spoon.
wanted to, I could pull out some silverware.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So bags of holding are like magic items, right?
Yes.
What happens to a bag of holding in this place?
I'm pretty sure they just because they're a portal to another dimension or something like that, right, Cassie?
Okay.
Yeah, you just can't open it.
Or is it just a normal bag? Like we open it and it's just a regular sized bag with nothing in it.
Ouch.
Oh, but
So
I tap the table again and then say, "Sorry, I haven't eaten a good meal in days."
let me give this description. The bag doesn't open. The bag doesn't want to open. The
Okay.
bag fights you to remain closed as if it's a living thing and that its life is in danger if it opens its maw.
Got it.
Dang.
Anything
I
you
gently
have in
pat
your
the
bags of
bag.
holding are now inaccessible until you leave the monastery or find a way to shut this off.
Okay. So yeah, I tap the table again and say, I said,
Look like
"Sorry,
sand.
I haven't had a good meal in a few days."
He nods and says, "Pilgrimage will do that to you."
Well, I can get more of this stuff, and then I point at the I point at the bowl and then ask.
I'm resisting the urge to tell Owen, no, you just eat a lot. Or tell the dwarf that Owen just eats a lot.
Dude.
This is a downright lie. He does not.
You want me to roll deception for it?
No.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, but I ask, where can I get more of this stuff? And then I point at the bowl.
He just
He
goes,
points to the kitchen door.
I walk towards the door.
You go get more food.
I find the biggest bowl I can.
Well,
A couple of the monks look at you weird.
that's what say they.
I'm searching through the cabinets for like a pot.
No. No.
You know what? No, fine. I okay. I get 2 bowls. Is that better than getting a pot?
Yes.
I
It
mean,
is.
then you come do
Little
dish
bit.
duty with me, Max.
What?
Max or Owen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Max.
Yeah, I get
Don't
2 bowls.
worry,
I get 2 bowls of pudding, then I walk back and sit back down.
Like a boss.
How fast do I eat these 2 bowls?
Constitution, my
Roll
man.
a constitution.
Hold on. Let's just go by previous roll just to see and say that from your previous particular perspective, you're able to get both of them down pretty quickly. And yeah, it's looking to be your favorite dish so far.
Does it need to make a con save to keep it down for eating 3 bowls of porridge and the other food?
3 bowls of.
I haven't eaten anything else. What do you mean? I've only
Oh,
eaten this
okay.
pudding.
So yes, I would say yes. By all means, roll a Constitution saving now to keep your food down.
Oh god.
What is 2?
There's a lot riding on this, Max.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Good thing you have a +5.
Yeah. That would have been a 15. I don't know if that would have been good.
That would have been fine.
That
Probably.
would uh-huh.
He keeps it all down. I'm just
Max, they're
waiting
gonna
for
think
him
we've
to
been
throw out.
starving you for weeks.
Let's say they don't know what vows he's taking. But know that
It's cheat day.
it's cheat day. It's the holy cheat day.
Bro.
A holy cheat day.
Honestly.
I ask if there's any activities to do around here.
He kind of looks at you funny and says, "Well, if you think this is a resort, I'm afraid you might be a little mistaken, young man. This is a monastery. Any activities that go on here are to further the common good of the order."
Got it.
Alas,
Oh,
if only he was speaking verbally, I would be like, yeah, the next activity you're doing is washing dishes.
I there's not much else I can really ask. There's actually probably a lot else I can really ask, but
Be
Good.
imaginative. By the way, I promise this is not going to be the final shade, but this I can't see the grid on.
do you listen? Is there any music to listen to here?
No, there's currently no one on the piano, and the only music you hear is the clink of dishes.
Hey,
That's not
question.
music.
If anyone's a bard, would they possibly have piano proficiency? Because piano proficiency is not something you can choose in D&D Beyond.
I can play the lute.
He says, to answer your question about activities that when he's not scribing, is also one of the associate crypt keepers.
Good
Oh, that
keeper.
sounds like a fun job.
Wait, hold on, like dead people?
He nods. Well, actually, you're not here, but yes, it's definitely
I know.
in this case.
I have a question.
Yes. He has an answer.
I don't know if it's not for him. It's just for you guys. I don't know if I have to roll for this. I assume I find it pretty boring without music, right?
Well, is your personality the kind of personality who appreciates music or silence? That's the question you gotta ask.
Music over silence, definitely.
Then if that's the case, then yes, this is a particularly drab environment for you.
You're gonna start playing the piano, aren't you?
Not the
He's gonna play Piano Man.
Can I can I play Piano Man?
I don't find the
I don't know,
music
can
for
you?
it there, but you
Can
do
I see if
I
I?
find
mean, you could try
You
playing
can
Twinkle Twinkle first,
play
get your warm up.
hold on.
Question: Why doesn't Ellen have a musical instrument like a
I
lute
do.
or a lyre?
I
Because
have a lute.
where is it in your inventory?
He probably
Is it
didn't
not?
realize that he had to add it.
Yeah.
I don't think I did. Yeah.
It's okay. You chose the proficiency. You didn't add it to your inventory, but you definitely meant to. So like,
Yeah, you probably just add it there.
yeah.
But not. I would rather play the
Unless it
piano
was
now.
confiscated.
Was my loot confiscated?
no.
You don't
I
have
think
proficiency in this.
And what?
I would say on piano, you'd have to be if you had proficiency in like a dulcimer, because I think that's one of the ones you can have proficiency in.
I think so.
Then you'd have proficiency in piano. But you don't.
Or do I have to have
However,
proficiency to use it?
no, you can still use it. It's pretty. You know how to play a lute and a lyre. And it's not too hard for you to figure out. But basically, you're gonna roll a performance check, but you need to subtract your proficiency.
Okay.
If he's playing
Dirty,
question,
dirty
real
20.
quick. Oh, okay, never mind.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
nice.
Uh-huh.
Um,
It was right in the mic, buddy.
you,
That was crisp like a fresh apple.
you
Yeah.
play the piano, and it's weird for the rest of you, because it's a little bit somber, but like it's somehow both somber but like with an upbeat beat to it. And a lot of the monks actually seem to like resonate with it. Does
They're
Which
gonna
anyone
want to
monk
hear.
is
anyone
it?
else
Is
who has levels in Bard?
I do.
Does anyone else have levels in Bard?
I
Okay,
got
so
none.
those you two who have levels in Bard, you kind of get this the feeling of what he's trying to play in the music, which is how he's frustrated that it's not going right, but he really wants to, get out there and make life better. So basically, you're feeling how through the music you feel how Owen is feeling right now, and it really resonates with the monks.
You did something bad, Diesel.
I thought you were saying
Does
Just a
You know,
little.
like, I was like, I wouldn't say that was bad per se.
No, Diesel.
I do have a flute.
My
I have
cat
a
Diesel,
loot.
he likes to attack my grandpa's
Someone
cat.
bust out
So
the recorder.
The floater and the looter.
Uh,
No.
Could I try to play alongside Owen?
Um, do you have proficiency in your instrument?
I have a proficiency bonus for it. I
Do
mean,
you?
I think
So,
so.
like, okay, so if you look under your proficiencies,
Yes.
like
It
where it says
it says
proficiency and
tools.
trainings. Yep.
It says it says flute.
Okay. Um, you go ahead and make me a performance check.
Cassidy,
Hold on, I gotta make
you play
Yes.
Stardew. You know Abigail's
Oh.
song? You know how
Yeah.
that flute sounds? I feel like that kind of vibe would join in great with what Max has set up.
I do have a thing to point out. Not that it matters, but I'm pretty sure pan flute and flute are two different instruments for proficiencies.
they are.
Yeah, so I'm playing
If you
Piano
have
Man.
proficiency in one and the other in the inventory.
Bing, 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 bing.
Yeah,
drat.
pan flute is a different proficiency. You have a pan flute, so you might want to change out your pan flute for a lute because those are two different instruments.
I shall.
What about a pan lute?
Not a flute. And they
I
all
know.
sound the same. Oh my goodness, how dare!
Like I said, it doesn't matter, but I'm still pointing it out because it matters slightly to me.
No, I get it. getting
I
a
have a
flute.
question.
You have a question? I
Would
might
like
have an answer.
bardic inspiration work in it's with like the magic thing?
Um, inspiration means wait, bardic inspiration?
Yeah.
Yeah, bardic inspiration.
So what are you asking again?
Would just like in general would it work in like here?
I mean, you could do bardic inspiration. Um, it basically, I wouldn't suggest it. Um, but you could do it. It it's not a magic feature, so
So I'd
Got
say
it.
it's
Got it.
only
Got
Why would you
non-magic.
not suggest it then?
because
Drawing
unless
attention.
there's
Wait, does
something
he
you're
have to
trying to
talk?
do, no. Unless there's something that you're trying to do or somebody else is trying to do, you're just gonna waste a bardic inspiration.
Yeah, it only lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah.
it. Got it.
So like
Got it.
you're welcome to do it if you want. I'm just gonna recommend to you as a fellow D&D player that I don't think it's really gonna be worth it if you do that. But you also do have like five, and I have no idea if you're gonna get into a fight before you take a long rest. So I don't know.
Fair enough. Oh, no.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. I Yeah, I'm gonna eat a gumball real quickly because I have the urge to speak.
Oh my gosh,
Wait,
dude.
sing Piano Man.
Can I try and join in
Uh,
with my flute?
Sure.
Since we're all singing?
I
Yeah, also
I
performance rolls for
attempted.
both of you.
I got a 13, so it's probably not the best. So yeah.
I got a 19.
Um, so then what happens is Marzette goes and joins, and it's good. Marzette feels like she could be doing better, but then Onyx jumps in and manages to like hit that middle harmony note that really makes what Marzette's doing like fly, and the three of you together makes some beautiful music. And when you end your first song, um, there's some light clapping.
Yay.
Yay.
There's a
You look
general,
around, you see some tears in some people's eyes.
there's a general
Aww.
sense of approval.
Yes.
Should we do more? Should we? I don't know.
Great Balls of Fire is next.
I don't know, I think it's up to you guys to figure out if the moment has passed or not.
I'm seeing that a lot of these people like sad music.
Well, I
Hmm.
think they like somber but trying to be cheerful music. So I was like, I want to play like American Pie almost. It's like,
That does fit with Piano
ba-
Man.
exactly, yeah. It's
I
like,
don't actually know what Piano Man is.
I do, and they're right.
It's about a
It's
man who
we're-
plays at a really like downtrodden hole in the wall bar, and he's like
The
super
idea is
good
to
at playing
sing
piano.
us
So
a
all the patrons
song,
are like, "Dude,
Mr.
what are you
Piano
doing
Man.
here?" And he's like, "I'm playing for love of the game."
That's a pretty watered down version of it.
Thank you for taking notes. I realized I wasn't really.
Okay, we're gonna play American Pie, but
Okay.
instead of being called American
So
Pie,
you
it's
guys,
called Questorian
unless
Cake.
there's any other questions to ask, we can go ahead and continue out of the mess hall. Um,
Oh, first
um,
bows like a.
I'll go back
yeah.
real quick. A quick wrap up to the conversations as I roll back to above VBT. Brother Jordan is an associate crypt keeper. Aggie is a aspiring philosopher. You didn't really catch this old monk's name, but he did spit some fire wisdom. This is Alira the healer, and it's everyone.
So you said
Okay.
Iggy is aspiring philosopher.
Yes.
I would say real, but like, why do you aspire to do that? Why would you curse yourself like that?
Well, he did say that he's trying to get away from a past life, so
No, that's fair.
Leave the baby Iggy alone.
We have.
No, I was just questioning his life choices, cause like real, but also I didn't choose to be wired like this. I was just spat out into the world like this, and I do not recommend.
I do not.
Fair enough, yeah.
to be fair, from what you can tell, he didn't have a great past life, from what you heard.
I mean, he's literally like named Shame.
His
Yeah.
name is
Poor
Shane
guy, poor guy.
Game.
Next up is no.
So it's what, about 7:30?
Yeah.
So 7:30. There's nightly prayers, final activities such as dishwashing and whatnot, final duties, and then times at about 9ish. So you've got about an hour and a half to either help out, or wander around, or go back to the gastro.
I
But
was gonna
Jordan,
go help wash dishes after everyone was done eating.
would you like to grab Mr. Onion Man?
Would I?
Can I
How tall is
make
Owen? How big is he?
I
9?
think he's small, right?
No, he's 5. He's 5'9". So
Did you change that recently?
no, it's been that. It's been that.
We can't see that, so only the
Oh,
DM
oh.
can.
I promise he's 5'9". Why is everything highlighted?
Hmm.
I will roll. I will roll. What would be like the opposite of deception? Truthception.
It
You
would
mean
just be
persuasion?
persuasion, probably.
Oh, persuade. Wait. It feels like. Okay.
Because you're trying to persuade me. No?
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you the truth. It's a 2. Well,
You rolled a 2.
yeah.
That works.
Big.
I promise you though. Yeah, 5'9".
Yeah, for some reason I thought it was like
Jordan?
5'6".
Anyways, I pick him
What?
up by the scruff and we
Jordan?
head to the
Yeah,
dish
he's
room.
He's got to go tidy
Can I
up.
make some kind of saving throw to run away? Or not run away, but like get away.
Athletics versus acrobatics or
Right.
athletics?
Wouldn't it be like strength
It'd
versus?
be athletics for you and acrobatics versus athletics for him.
That's fine.
Right?
So
Cassie?
what am I rolling?
Acrobatics or athletics?
I'll roll acrobatics. Acrobatics. 18.
21.
I'm sorry, I cannot figure out what you guys are trying to do.
So, Zuri, is. I'm assuming that she. Yeah, no, Owen was making tap noises on the table. She probably noticed he was being at least a little disrespectful.
I probably table talked to Zuri.
And so she's just like, as penance, you will help me wash dishes. So she's just kind of casually picking him up by the scruff on her way to the dish room. And he is trying to escape being picked up.
He rolled an 18,
Okay.
Zuri rolled a 21.
Well, then,
Nice.
Zuri manages to get him to come along because she has outstronged him.
She's outstrengthened him.
You are washing dishes with me, young man.
I always want to like to myself to say what would I say? Hold on,
So you mean an internal dialogue, you think?
yeah, no, like just sign to myself.
I see, an
Dude.
external
I
dialogue.
hate this place.
My goodness.
It's better than wherever we're going.
I'll say to Zuri, watch out, he has a sharp tongue in his hands.
I think Marzette would probably. I want to check up on Iggy, but I'm also kind of curious about the monk guy.
I have a really funny thing I wanted to say. Never mind.
It's another gamble.
Marzette's gonna go ahead and kind of go back to the guest room for the time being after she cleans up her table, I guess.
This thing I wanted to say, I can't remember what it was though.
Oh shit, I hit a button with my mouse. There we go. I think Honest is probably gonna head to the room and check on the pets.
It's
Oh,
pretty good.
I have a question.
Yes.
So these people are all about like respect and religion.
That's
Yep.
one way to put it. Yeah.
I I was gonna say I want to just
Hold on. Before you say a single thing, let me remind you of Sojin's warning that if you do anything to these people, you will answer to him. And he will
no. I was gonna
discipline
just make a joke that was like if you like make an offensive gesture, like just other than like the signing kind of thing, just like flipping someone off even from the middle finger, it like some magic thing happens where it like blurs it for everyone.
That
That'd
is
be kind of
not
funny, honestly.
fascinatingly. But that
What?
that is not here of all things, because it didn't blur your offensive tirade against Onyx.
Never mind. Yeah, I flip off Onyx for what he said.
Dude.
That's a very dangerous game to play, but I respect the gusto.
Is he able to do that as I've got him by the scruff? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
You don't get me about the arms.
I did
My
specify
goodness.
scruff, you are right.
I'm gonna finish
I
my
just
last
raise
pizza
an
roll.
eyebrow and then give him a little bit of that. No, actually, maybe I won't. I was very tempted to give him a little bit of that. You know, the bardic curse or whatever it is for my unsettling words. You know, just a little bit of those. I won't.
Oh, just take a line from my page or two.
Though.
Just a little.
Do it.
Someday I will eat you with your own teeth.
Oh,
Okay, you're just gonna grab his dentures or something?
my dentures.
That's
Whose
based off of
dentures?
something real, you know. This old man went hunting and forgot his dentures. And so the
He used
deer
your
that he
teeth.
killed, yeah, he took the deer's teeth and made it into makeshift dentures.
Jeez,
Oh my god.
so cool. Yeah. So dishes. Yay.
It's just like real life, Max.
Dude.
Who's all in the dish room, the kitchen room?
Yeah, what do we
Several
hear?
different
What's the
songs.
chatter?
A lot of the chatter is actually either some form of hymns or it's quick talk back and forth about what meals we need to prepare, what needs to be placed in the snow outside so it keeps, what can be heated up tomorrow. Basically, a lot of the staff here are trying to basically figure out who's on shift to cook breakfast tomorrow and what the plan is. A lot of it is going to be leftovers turned into something else, likely some form of stew or casserole. They're very grateful for helping you and are very happy that you decided to volunteer of your own accord.
Yeah.
Sure, my own accord,
His own free
Dude.
will.
my own free will.
They tell you
If
that
he had any. Sorry.
and I'm gonna ping over here. I'm gonna ping over here down here on these tables for you two. There's some dry foods there. If you'd like, you may partake of some more. Consider that a gift on the monastery.
Zuri will take a little bit to be polite, but also to be like, no, I don't need more. You know, like, I'm not expecting a special reward or anything. I'm just doing this.
Can I?
Yeah.
Oh, it's for a long rest. Never mind.
But also, I, the human, have learned that you don't turn down food when it's offered to you. That took me many years.
For
I
sure.
swear I'm not autistic, guys. There's a lot of overlap in the symptoms.
Yeah, me neither.
My goodness.
Yeah, I'm not. Surprisingly enough, I did the ADHDs though.
Oh, same.
No, that's valid.
My family doesn't know what I have.
I've not
You know
been
what?
tested.
Valid.
That's a little unsettling, but I understand.
I took
I
the
don't know what-
online test version and I scored suspiciously high.
That's the only
Hey,
test.
That's a new.
though.
I guess the news to
not
break to you.
valid, so it's like, eh.
They're just for funsies.
Yeah.
Is there anyone being like really closed off or like just not
No.
speaking to anyone in the kitchen?
A lot of these,
I
a
think-
lot of these monks have spent most of their entire adult lives in each other's company. They're pretty familiar with each other. They're like a family.
Wasn't that nice?
I will mention I will check in on all the pets and kind of pet them and whatnot and give them lovings while I'm in the room.
Did
You have to guess
meet
the
them with
password right.
pets?
You have to guess the password right for Clover's Fortress.
I will pet the pets.
Too bad Clover might come out to speak to his sibling.
All right.
No, Clover has the makeshift pillow door open and is having uh and is eating mice uh with her
Shade.
brother. Yeah, with Shade.
Okay.
So
Had
while
a
you
couple of
guys
drinks from the porch.
while you guys are cleaning up and doing and taking care of dishes and putting food away, what is everyone else doing?
I'm taking care of pets and making sure they're alright.
Okay. And who else is doing what else?
Um, After cleaning up my table, I kind of went back to the guest room, just like kind of pondering, I guess. Or could I possibly did like the monk guy or Iggy? Did I see where Iggy or the monk guy possibly left or
You want to go
no?
talk to Iggy?
I just stay in the dining room, by the way.
No, no, I'm not gonna talk to them. I'm just curious where they're going.
So Iggy has stopped in this little I have the word for it. Foyer right here that I've pinged. I don't know if you can see it or
Okay.
not.
Yeah, I saw it.
Where's Iggy's token? Can you unhide him for me real quick so I
Yeah.
can move him around? Give us one moment.
What's going on?
Absolutely.
We're playing a scavenger hunt. Where is Iggy?
There
Where's
he
Bob?
is.
So
That's
there's
where's
Iggy right
Iggy.
there. Marzette, can you see the screen right now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so there's Iggy, and he's just sitting at one of these. And we don't have a token for him right here, but there is a soldier right here in gleaming silverish armor who is just kind of anxiously standing by this little, waist high wooden wall.
What's beyond the wall?
Is it one of the pictures
Beyond
you
the
sent
wall,
me?
say that again.
Is it one of the pictures you sent me?
Yes. Beyond the wall is a great wooden door that has been barred in three ways. One of them a straight up and straight down into the floor with a complicated bar system that only you can assume the soldier can remove. And then it looks like it has three different locks and a padlock.
Where is he at?
Am I
He's
allowed to?
he's right here.
There you go.
I'm gonna go up to the soldier and just ask him what's beyond the door.
He looks at you and says, "In the name of the Order of the Torchlight, you may step no farther. That is the vault."
Like the vault with the important stuff, right?
I
Well,
put unimportant
considering
stuff
I
in my
haven't
vault
seen a
personally.
vault with not
No, it's
important
the
stuff in it,
unimportant vault.
it's the unimportant
The
vault.
important vault. The important vault's right behind you.
That's where we keep the monastery gift shop swag extras when we have to
Oh
restock the
my
shelf.
gosh.
Uh,
Wait, is there a gift
he
shop?
look he would no, there isn't. He looks at
Oh,
you and says, "Well,
scam.
considering I haven't seen a vault where there wasn't important things in it, I would assume there's important things in there."
Oh, so he
Point
doesn't even
taken.
know?
My apologies. I shall leave you be. Have a good day, and may your guarding be well. Serenity be with you. And I go on my way.
He gives he gives a curt nod and goes back to standing around in metal armor. So you go and sit down by Iggy, and Iggy looks at you and says, "Well, hello again."
Hello to you. Uh, you still reading? I guess.
He nods. This book ain't gonna. This 18th volume isn't gonna get read by itself, now is it?
18 volumes.
I
Oh, it's only it's not the 18th. It's 18 of a number of volumes. You don't know how many volumes of Questorian philosophy there are.
Don't get him started, please.
sorry. That was just me yawning, not Marzette, or Zamtar, whatever you want to call her. Uh, I was gonna ask. Have you always been into philosophy, or is this just a recent development?
I would say it's a bit of a recent development, considering that there's a lot more to learn than what I used to know.
Yeah, that's fair. Do you? So I've told you, like, you know. Oh wait, no, we already talked about this. I'm dumb. Just I was about to go through the whole like, oh yeah, I'm a child of Serenity. What child are you of? You're child of Layla. My apologies. I was like, that's just how I refer to people of our stature. Um, crumbs. May I ask, what was your life before the monastery? If it's not too invasive.
He gives a deep, mournful sigh, like a mistake that keeps getting brought up at a Thanksgiving dinner that you did 8 years ago. He's like, "Look, I'm just gonna give you the quick and skinny of. I used to steal things for a living. That was how
That's
I
Relatable.
that was
yeah.
how I made my bread.
Well,
But
you don't do
what
it now.
correct? Getting falling onto a trident that was waiting for you does that to you. I had a lot of time to think about my life choices bleeding out on the floor of a desecrated warehouse. I think it got to me that I was hanging out with the wrong crowd. The Order of the Torchlight priest patched me up and offered me a choice. I could go to jail, or I could come to this monastery to repent of my heathen, thieving ways. And I took this option because I thought there's no way that they'd keep me on the straight and narrow. No, he walked me all the way here.
Honestly, that's. I know it's probably not what you wanted, but I'm really glad that that happened to you. That sounds like this is a great opportunity if you really take advantage of it.
He says, people of lesser mental constitution would be offended at you insinuating that them falling on a trident was good, but I appreciate that
I
with
did
my sense
not
of
say
humor.
that, dumb.
He
Sorry.
looks at you and says, "Hey, chill out. It's okay. Listen, I've got a dark sense of humor. I understand. You didn't offend me at all.
I'm sorry. I'm a little too innocent minded for my own good sometimes.
I could figure that." He
Yeah.
asked. He asked the question. Do people just ever stare at you for like long periods of time, and then if they think that you caught them staring, they go about their business? Does that happen often to you?
uh, maybe a little bit. I mean, there's been times I've been in human towns where it's just like they'll go ahead and like stare, but that's just life.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or at least that's just my experience. I don't know. Do you get that feeling?
Well, no, not really. Most of the time when someone saw me, they were calling for a guard, so there wasn't really a lot of staring.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I know prejudice can be a B word that we're not supposed to say. Um,
I'm
yeah.
surprised you even know what that word means.
I'm a big girl. I know stuff,
Do
sort of.
not say it like that.
I'm sorry.
He
Bro's
gives
next
you
question about to be, how old are you?
is that honestly though, he does ask you how old you are.
I think we've just got. She was 18, right, or something. I'm gonna double check on
What?
my D&D.
What?
I think.
Oh, brother, what?
What?
Social good for your bigger brother, what?
I forgot how old is she. Dang it! It's been forever.
Did
A
you write it down
17
in a character sheet?
Evan.
probably.
She
Uh,
is 18, or at least was 18 at the beginning of
Xander's 21.
this thing.
So maybe she's 19?
Yeah.
probably yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So he
Just a
looks at me,
baby.
he looks at her and says, "Wow, you are young. Okay. I would have
How
pegged
are
you as like
you?
27.
You're 10,
27.
20. Oh, I was like thinking. I was like totally thinking you just said 10. Also, remember, I'm deaf in one ear right now.
All
Like
I heard was
actually.
7.
That's me too, yeah.
Hello.
No, he said 27.
Georgie!
You are young. All right.
I'm a baby. Okay.
No, my mama says I'm a special boy.
It's Georgie!
My grandma said I'm handsome.
Hello,
Well, you're a
Georgie!
girl.
You're the one that started to overstimulate him.
Anyway,
Hey, be back.
Yeah.
so
So, and he's the youngest. You said he was the youngest.
he's the youngest looking here.
You get to stay like that.
the youngest looking here, even
Hmm?
compared to elves.
I was just
Okay, to elves it's not really fair, but even then, yes. He's got.
So
How do
you
I
have
put
a
it this way?
pretty big kid.
27, but he has like this permanent boyish, roguish charm to him. He's got a baby
So he
face
has baby
essentially.
face.
Yes, he looks
The
about
Riz
your
on.
age, but he's 27.
Iggy, can I just say you are ridiculously adorable? It's like you have big baby face. I mean that in the most loving way possible. Okay, this is my love language.
Your love
You
language is spouting confusing affection notices.
yes, yes it is.
Your love language is gibberish. I almost said British for a
Don't most
second.
acolytes and
British.
Same
don't most
difference.
acolytes and priests of serenity
Yeah,
take
basically.
a vow of chastity?
But what?
Not really, but it's fun to
Say
say.
again.
Don't most acolytes have to take like a vow of chastity and can't form any relationships with the living or something? Or is that a rumor?
Um, I've never really had much opportunity for relationships. I mean, okay, I lied.
Stop.
Um,
Stop.
uh, well, it's not really a relationship as it is like affection. Uh, I've had past affectionate relationships with others, never intimate or romantic, but um, you know,
Are you
I don't
describing
know.
friends?
Yes and no.
Gustav. Gustav. Gustav.
Yes,
Gustav.
Gustav.
that's what I was trying to go for.
Gustav.
I was Gustav.
Iggy is
Oh my.
staring at you like a scientist examining a previously thought extinct species of beetle.
Personally, if it were
What?
me, I would take that as a compliment.
You're a camel now.
No, I'll put it this way: you are an absolute anomaly to Iggy, and he's taking every moment he can to study this, knowing that you're gone in 14 days.
What?
He would
Touche.
notice that
Remember,
though.
remember you're roll a perception check, Marzette.
Yes, yes, sir. Uh,
Captain,
hold
my
on.
captain.
I have a kind of stinky perception. I rolled 2, so I got 6.
Yeah, you're just going on. You have no idea of how you haven't really caught on with how Iggy's staring at you.
Is like in Marzette's head, she's just like,
Is this just a
she's
norm for her?
really
Yes,
that bad.
probably.
Well, she's probably just like, yay, someone's interested in what I'm saying. This is so cool.
So called.
Yeah, it's like,
Who's actually
yeah,
taking her seriously for once?
it's like, gee. I don't know. So
So
probably just talking with Iggy like that forever.
he stops and he says, "So you're an acolyte of serenity, right?"
Yes, sir.
He leans over the table. Can you speak to the dead?
Yes, I can.
We're supposed to be keeping it down low, stuff, magic stuff. Out of character, of course.
Well, obviously Marzette's not buying that right now. Someone's interested in her. Let's let it roll.
Okay.
So
I mean,
Roll perception. Now one.
you can
oh
spot
my god.
You perceive the backs of your eyelids.
the whole sarcasm bit bleeds from his body when he asks, "What's it like?"
I mean,
Run far.
whenever I was like, the way I would explain it is like, so where I first came from, okay, so I didn't really have biological parents. I was kind of raised by Fae. Um, so yeah, I mean, it was something. It was something. I was raised kind of differently. Uh, but yeah, one day just going about and I could just hear voices and I look around, no one's there. And, one day I just see these people. And here's the thing, they're people just like you and me. They're just not here on this physical plane.
They're just
I
dead.
mean,
They're like
yeah,
ghosts, right?
Out of
yeah.
so you could speak with the dead.
It's not
You
bad.
know that he says, "You show
Out
me
of
how
character,
that
run that by me real quick. That you don't have biological parents. Were you just spawned?
Mitosis.
No, I mean,
Wait, that
like,
was
I was raised by.
semi-biological.
What you're saying is your biological parents weren't available. They weren't around.
God opened the context menu, typed in Marzette's console code, and spawned her in.
Because you just said you don't have them. You didn't say they weren't in contact or they died. You just said you didn't have them.
She
It's
was
like, I just.
burst from Serenity's
Okay, hold on.
forehead.
Yeah, or like split off part of
Okay,
her arm. She just
remember,
popped out.
remember when
Mars, that's a
Sojourn
Serenity's
stabbed himself and
like
like nearly
sneeze.
cult guy? Remember when we were at the Storm King's realm and Sojin stabbed himself and whatnot, and then cultists come in. The main cult guy who was bald and whatnot, that was
Mhm.
Marzette's father. She's just never met him before.
So she does have a
But Marzette
biological
doesn't really.
dad.
Does she know that though? Did the Fae
Yes,
tell
but
her
she's never met
lies?
him before.
Did they say she was raised from an egg of mitosis?
No, they
Mitosis.
just found her.
Meiosis?
Keep spawning more and more eggs. They don't ever do
Oh.
anything. They just
I
keep
don't know if that.
replicating.
I don't know if that's is that mitosis? That's not
Getting birthed
mitosis.
by the
Is that how
second.
Easter
It's
eggs
basically
appear?
asking
Yes.
if Marzette
That's I think Matthew. I don't think that's
Oh
mitosis.
my god.
Is it meiosis?
It's
Uh,
meiosis. Yeah,
I get them pitched.
okay.
everyone does. I don't because I'm so
So,
smart.
what was Iggy saying?
Iggy's basically asking if you can teach him how to speak to the dead.
I'm not sure. I mean, oh, I see. I see. Um, it. I don't know if it can be taught, honestly, but if you want to spend some time with me, I mean, tomorrow I'm gonna go to you know, the graveyard and whatnot. Probably try to talk to some folks there. You can join me if you want to.
Sure, sure. All I've got tomorrow is I've got time in the scriptorium I have to spend writing, but other than that, I can take time to hang out in the cemetery with you. He says somewhat sarcastically, but somewhat
Marzette and
seriously.
Iggy hang out in a graveyard.
So soon after
KISSING.
Gustav?
Nearly is it to say 8 years difference, guys?
No, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna be
How
honest, I
much
don't
older
think
was
Gustav
Gustav?
was 18.
Yeah, this is why we thought she
Gustav
was
was
older.
probably.
I'm
Yeah.
viewing this as like fleeting crushes, you
I
know
was
what I
thinking-
mean? It
Yeah,
doesn't really mean
one-sided.
anything. It's just like, ooh, someone's paying attention to me. This is awesome.
So,
It's like
Marzette, just real quick before we move to someone else, you get for a
Yes.
slight second the sensation of being watched by an apex predator in the back of your mind, and then it disappears.
Did you get that feeling?
What feeling? The feeling of utter and total confusion at the anomaly I'm looking at?
Sort of. More like something staring at the back of your head, and then the moment you look around, it's gone. Like
Oh,
God's there, but it's not God.
yeah, the guard all the time. I feel that. His job is
Oh.
to look at things.
Is the guard an apex predator that wants to kill me?
Man,
Probably.
maybe. He's in shining plate mail head to toe with a really nice looking spear, so maybe.
A really nice hairstyle. Who's your
Oh
barber?
my gosh. So, yeah, nothing. I'll let you move on to somebody else now.
So Xander, what are you up to?
I just stayed in the dining room to see if the walls are evil still.
The walls are no longer evil.
You.
So it's
Would
a
you like
creature
to
moving.
wander? Would you like to wander about the halls of the monastery/temple?
Yes.
All right, grab your token and head onwards, and I'll describe as we go. So as you come out here, you see Marzette and Iggy are talking, and Iggy's staring at her like a scientist examining a bug, and Marzette's just going on about herself.
Yep.
The guard eyes you He looks like he's a little concerned, and he's like, yeah.
So they're both really just like obsessed with Marzette right now.
No,
Not
the
Xander.
guard was looking at
No,
Xander
no,
like with a
Iggy,
little bit of
Iggy and Marzette are both really obsessed with Marzette right
It's
yeah. But no, the
now.
guard looked at Xander, and I'll be real with you, thought he was a roaming child for half a second, and then was like, "Oh, Hobbit, okay,
I
come
thought
on."
you said a Roman
Roaming
child.
child.
He
I don't
took
think
a look.
Rome exists in this world.
Roaming.
Lomain.
So, welcome to the library, or one of
That's-
the Scriptorum's library. Alira is currently thumbing through what looks to be a textbook that's pretty old regarding herbal tinctures.
Hmm. Hey, do you know if there's any books about this monastery when it was back when it was first built?
I'm paying over here. She points to this back corner.
All right, let's get one of those then.
What are we looking for?
I don't know, books about like when the monastery was first built because I want to see if like they like going along the lines that this is either like this thing that's watching me is either a guardian spirit or some kind of evil that the first builders who were part of the evil order, the torchlight or something, put in here. I don't know. So I'm trying to figure out more about the building to see is it something that's built in?
Go
Maybe it was
ahead
something that
and
was
roll me
added.
a
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Go ahead and roll me a history check.
All right. Okay, I literally cannot see what it is.
I love
Does it show up somewhere?
Yeah, it shows up in the
Yes.
VTT. You
Joel
got a 16,
doesn't
it says.
wear headphones or anything, so we can hear when he uses the dice.
So you got a 16. I will say that after a good 10 minutes of thumbing through a few different treatises on the history of the monastery, the one event that keeps coming up is Saint Boniface vanquishing the Chimera. This happened during the construction of the outer monastery that you guys have been in and passed through. And a chimera quite literally came down from the mountain summit and basically laid siege to this monastery until St. Boniface took out a particularly humble looking sword, lopped the beast's many heads and its tail off, and supposedly one of the heads of the chimera is hidden somewhere on the premises. This
What do I
is-
know?
Is it the tailhead though, or the head?
You're not sure. It doesn't specify. It just says a head, and that's corroborated across 3 different documents.
Okay. As a student of the school, what do I know about chimeras?
Give me 1 second.
Because I'll be honest, guys, like I know Khmer is like a Greek monster, but I've just started reading the
They ask
Iliad.
riddles. I know that.
Yeah,
It
not that part yet.
it depends
so-
on the lore, but oftentimes they're a mix of many creatures.
It's not like 3.
Go ahead and roll me
Right.
either a history or an arcana check.
Off the top of my
At
head,
advantage.
I believe has dragon wings,
It literally does not
a snake
matter.
for a tail.
I mean, a human chimera is when you fuse with
human
your
fuse.
twin in the womb.
Yeah.
18.
I'm around to go home.
You'll remember it now. Talking class about magical beasts. A chimera was a large
Wait a
is a
second.
large magical beast that was the combination of several different creatures, namely a dragon, a goat, and a lion. Although typically unintelligent, chimeras were self-aware creatures with a limited capacity for language, often draconic, but there was a variant where the dragon, or serpent's head, would be on the tail instead of alongside the others.
Okay. And you said it happened when they were adding part of the monastery on.
Yes, it was about 60, 70 years ago.
Which part of the monastery were they adding?
Okay, so you know the
Was the west, the east,
cobblestone
the
looking-
south?
Yeah,
What?
to the west, the western outside parts.
Okay. So they were building on this area. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, I'm still here. What's up?
No, sorry, the map just crashed
Oh,
for me.
it looks like Yuri's moving around. Where are you going, Yuri?
I can see rooms lighting up
Yeah, it says
randomly.
you reconnected.
Yuri's moving around.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do D&D. Let's close and reopen.
Where are you headed, Yuri?
To the spot you told me to go to last week. Sorry, I didn't realize that I was muted.
That's fine. Yes, this is the room of quiet. This is a smaller chapel for quiet reflection. Since I don't have the authority to unhide tokens, just assume that this room is full of quiet, praying monks. There is a statue of Barilla, or a rare, the light boy, the light boy.
Arilux. I don't know.
Thank you,
Arilux?
thank you. Oh, I know what it is. I know how it should be pronounced. My brain refuses.
Okay.
There's a statue there along with an altar and a book of his holy scriptures. Your intrusion is noticed but not interrupted. You are free to take a place on the mat and listen in.
Okay, so
go ahead, Xander, you were saying?
Well, I'm just trying to again think this through. Okay, there's a chimera, but it was when the west part was being built, so it's not just something like, oh, it's in the walls, but so what is it? The spirit of the chimera haunting the monastery, watching people on the inside. If they kept the head, are they using the head as some kind of magical totem to keep an eye on suspicious folk?
There's a lot of good theories there, all things considered.
Yeah. And the question is there more research I can do? Or do I just need to do some good old fashioned legwork? Did you say there's like some towers Xander would go to maybe?
Say that again?
Right. I mean, the other day you were talking about the places if everyone to go. Maybe Xander could start walking somewhere and to that place.
You can wander around quite a bit. Go ahead.
Okay.
Your leader asks if you found what you were looking for.
Yeah, I think I found what I was looking for.
All right, if you need anything else, come on back.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, I just noticed that this bookcase right here that I'm pinging is flipped 90 degrees and it exported that way, and I am very distraught at this sudden revelation.
Oh no.
These stairs?
Yes, those are stairs to the dormitory, but in this hall you see along the walls are inlaid shrines with golden statues or open crevices. And you see quite a few monks are either bowing or praying or speaking or reading to some of these statues up and down this long hallway.
Any of them catch my eye? Any of them picture of a chimera or Boniface?
This one here, Saint Barnabas.
Interesting. Seems like an interesting guy.
Yes, from what you can tell and what you were able to read, Saint Barnabas used to be a bawdy tavern singing bard who had a very strong will about him, but was quite literally nearly clubbed to death, thrown into a frozen river, and was poisoned within the span of like 6 days. And
So
he's
he's
like, okay,
Rasputin.
yes, he needs to turn his life around, and he turned his life around. Came to the order, and was basically going to be the master of ceremonies when it came to musical performances here, since that's kind of what he was good at doing. And he happened to know his way around a sword. So when the Chimera showed up, he's like, "Okay, enough of this," and dealt with it.
I
Like a
see.
boss.
It is noted in one document, but not corroborated in any other account, that he did try to speak with the creature and succeeded. But this
Okay.
can't necessarily be said to be true.
Uh, one of the things that the head was in the. Did they put the head somewhere?
It's not said anywhere specifically, but it's rumored that the head is still somewhere on the campus.
Okay.
Again,
So
this is wholly rumor and legend, essentially.
yeah. So with Boniface, where did he practice his music?
Initially it would have been the scriptorum, but the scriptorum used to be the chapel. before it became the actual nave and then the chapel.
So one of these two rooms.
The scriptorum was where you were at. You were on the library to the scriptorum.
So it would have been.
Yeah, somewhere
Here?
in there.
Okay. I keep making. Yeah, no. The HP bar just became really big for some reason, and it's getting in the way. Let's go in here.
There is a
Where'd that
main
go?
problem with that. The door is locked.
The door is locked.
Yes, the door is locked, but I don't have the authority to lock it. I'm just gonna keep closing it on you to pretend that it's locked.
This door's open.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Illyra says, "Oh, if you want to get into the scriptorum, you'll have to wait till tomorrow. The master scribe has retired for the evening. If he has, if he's not still in the chapel of contemplation, he's the only one that has the keys."
I see.
Time for a
I'll
heist.
try to get a chance for that sometime soon. Then. Move.
In this
And-
meeting room, I don't. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second.
1. You're done.
My question: how late are we planning to go tonight?
I don't know. I'm essentially freeballing since me and the wife cooperated on this, so I'm your humble co-captain for the evening until she returns.
Fair enough.
Give me one
Where has
second.
she gone?
I'm also curious because I am a little bit worn out from the day. I don't remember if I texted you both or if I just texted Cassidy, and I don't know if she told you what was going on, but
Want to pause the recording real quick?
I don't need to share with the class.
Okay.
I'd like to do something. If possible.
Did you get your thoughts on what?
I'm waiting for confirmation that I can do something.
Yeah. Tell him. That's why I'm trying to get Jacob's attention a little more. Sorry.
Jacob! Jacob! Jacob dead.
He went to go check on Cassie real quick.
Ah, that explains it.
Okay.
Oh,
So what are you planning on doing, Max? Out of curiosity.
I'm not sure yet, honestly. I just got bored and I assumed that no one was doing anything right now. I think I'd actually want to go.
Bored too right now.
Yeah, I got an idea what I want to do. It's gonna go to the library and look for some books about something.
I'm gonna pause the recording until they get back.
alright.
Back to recording.
Hello, welcome
goodbye.
to Gotham City. hello again, and
Yes,
goodbye.
hello.
Woo!
Bye.
Any final
Somebody
notes?
picture this.
Good night.
Somebody get a picture of this for the thumbnail.
God made you
You look
special, and he
downright
loves you very much.
devious, my mans. You look like you're plotting all of our downfalls
That
and your
sounds-
own.
I'm trying not to laugh. Did you get a picture from before or after? Dang it! Yeah.
Oh, my-
That's perfect. What do you mean?
Yeah, no, that's
Oh
not
my gosh.
Nah, it should be better. I will try and do a recap, but it might be terrible because it'll be last
I'm
week's.
trying
and
to
this
do the
week's.
recap. Hold on, let me go over. This time on
okay.
Story of Quests, we
That's
were
a
still
good
we ate dinner in the monastery in the Holy Labyrinth. Yeah, in the Holy Labyrinth. We ate dinner in the Holy Labyrinth, and I think someone is going on a date to the graveyard tomorrow or the next Friday. Shut up. Iggy, yeah, Marzette and Iggy are going on a date to the graveyard tomorrow. Me and Iggy might be best friends. He never really answered my question on that. Me and the big old gladiator warrior guy are definitely best friends. He has like a cool nickname for me and everything, Table Tapper. Uh, and then what else? Oh yeah, Xander might be schizophrenic as the walls are talking to him. We're not talking to him, like looking at him. And I'm pretty sure Marza is schizophrenic. Master Lin Shen, I don't know who that is. I don't.
That
That's
was
the
the
wise
monk
man
man.
guy that we were talking to. It was just like, yeah, life.
Wise Monkey Man is his name is Master Lin Shen. Master Lin Shen is also probably my dad, but more on that later. What else? Oh yeah, so I ate a lot of pudding, and the pudding was really good unexpectedly.
It was bread pudding.
Not I did, but like Owen ate the really good pudding, and then Vabaziri was like nah, and made him clean dishes.
Don't
And then
forget
Brother, you said so many things.
Yeah, you also insulted Onyx with your sign language.
did insult Onyx in sign language. It was a nat 20. Awesome, by the way.
Owen or Onion, as we like to call him.
Yeah,
It was a
onion.
real
Onyx
You like to
boss.
call him. You guys like to call him that. I'm not. He's not gonna respond to that.
He's only responded to it a few times so far.
Nuh-uh.
Don't forget about your Piano Man performance. That was
Oh,
actually
yeah,
pretty
wait.
killer.
Yeah.
Wait,
Ah, yes, that
helped
was
was
with-
thinking of some band names for us. Okay, so we got yeah. hold on.
We are not doing the Owenette.
I wasn't thinking of that, but that's a really good one.
That's terrible.
That's
No.
terrible.
No.
How about
The onions.
Yeah.
the Onionettes.
You got
Okay, I can
layers.
count that. I can go with onions.
Holy
Glowing
Detour,
onion. Because we pierce the darkness.
the Wayfarers.
We pierce the veil of darkness because we're a glowing onion.
What?
There's a blooming onion. Could we be the
Blooming-
blooming onion?
The Bloomin' Onions, yes, there you go.
The blooming
Bloomin'
onion.
Onion- We are the Bloomin' Onions! 1, 2, 3, 4! Last song of the
Anyways, how's the recap going?
there's more. Okay, Piano Man, best friend, insults, best friend, schizophrenic,
Chimera, Xander.
Oh. Xander did some boring research about the Chimera.
It's in the walls.
Yeah, it's in the walls! It's in the walls! About some guy named Bonslai, Bon Jovi, whatever. He killed the Chimera.
We'll see you next time on
See you next time on
Story.
Quest Story, yeah.